YouTubers? This is a very short video today. I didn't actually get too much. I went to a few thrift stores and actually found a new retail store. It's about an hour from my house. They sell retro gaming. This one was a little bit better than the other place we had went to last week. Their selection wasn't really that great on retro stuff. They had a lot of newer stuff. But in this area they were in, I don't believe there was a GameStop. So that kind of makes them the GameStop of that area. So they had like a lot of Blu-ray stuff, which had really good deals. Like you get 4 Blu-rays for $22, which really isn't that bad on premium titles anyway. Also, they had a pretty good selection of PS4 stuff and Xbox One and 360, of course. Like I said again, the retro stuff really wasn't all that selective. On the 64 stuff, they had some rare stuff like, Ocarina and stuff like that. But like on regular Nintendo, all they had that was really rare was Mario Brothers 3 and I believe it was like Bible Adventures, and that was it. Everything else was pretty common stuff. However, as I mentioned in my last video, I'm trying to rebuild my Nintendo collection, so I was able to pick up a few Nintendo games from there. Of course, they were retail, but I didn't pay more than $3 for any of these titles. So the first one is Casino Kid. One of the classics that I liked playing growing up. I remember me and my cousin used to play it, and he would do the poker and I would do the blackjack because I was always a blackjack person. And the irony is now it's flipped. I'm more of a poker man than I am blackjack. I love Texas Hold'em. But anyway, great game. If you haven't picked it up, you definitely should. Also, WWE WrestleMania, or I'm sorry, WWF back then, WrestleMania. Also a classic game. I used to love to do the neck hangs and stuff and slam Andre the Giant. Another one I got, I don't have a Power Glove yet, but I do.
What's up, YouTubers? Some of you may be asking, well, Randy, what's the Power Glove? Well, DRAM is going to tell you exactly what the Power Glove was. The Power Glove is what it says. It was a glove that you wore on your hand that had your D-pad, your buttons, and you could actually move your hand around to play the games. Some of you, that was before your time, so as always, we're here to inform you. Now back to Randy.
Plan to get one eventually, even if I have to buy one off eBay, which I really don't want to do, but the Super Glove Ball. Not sure the rarity of this, but again, it was very cheap, so I picked it up. Again, I want to have the entire collection, including unauthorized, with the obvious exceptions of like stadium events. I don't foresee, unless I win the lottery, me purchasing a $10,000 to $15,000 game. But hey, you never know. Another game that was horrible. The who was this? Chris Everett. Yeah, the Top Tennis. Horrible game, but again, one of those things I want to achieve the entire collection. Another one's Roger Clemens MVP Baseball. Not one of my favorite baseball games for the NES, but again, for the collection. Skate or Die was one of the greater ones that I liked. I actually enjoyed this game. And then its predecessor, or not really its predecessor, but an offshoot of this was Ski or Die. I really enjoyed that. That one in Heavy Shredding was really good. I liked the Heavy Shredding with the snowboarding and all that. I thought it was a pretty good game. NES Play Action Football. Not the best one. Obviously, Tecmo Bowl, in my opinion, was the best one for the system. Followed up with probably actually NFL. I really enjoyed those a lot. The NES Play Action I didn't care for too much, nor the John Elway. But I think John Elway was kind of spoiled when I was younger, because you could cheat and do the reverse play and you could never be caught. So it was kind of like, I always had to do that, even though I didn't want to cheat and do it. I felt like, I gotta cheat and do it. So, another game that wasn't too bad for a space shoot 'em up was Star Voyager. Again, not one of those great games, but again, not one of the worst games they made. I mean, let's face it, it was no E.T. for Atari. And then Lee Trevino's Fighting Golf. Decent golf game from what I remember. I actually hadn't played. Sorry about that, YouTubers.
What's up, YouTubers? Are you tired of the same old content? Are you sick and tired of being bored and out of your mind? Well, check Game Slayers every day, because we're going to be bringing you new and exciting content. Throw that old junk out the door and watch for the new guys in town. Check us out every day. We're going to be popping up with new videos at least every weekend. But stop by the channel, check out every day, because you never know when we might surprise you. Again, are you tired of the boring stuff? Tired of the old and same old thing? Well, forget them and start watching Game Slayers and watch for some awesome content. Take it easy, guys. And now back to Randy.
I actually haven't played that since then, so Also, I picked these up last weekend on a flea market find, and these are semi-collectible. I got them extremely cheap. Not sure if they're really worth anything, but they're power bouncers, which are little balls, and they're Pokemon, and these are Mewtwo's. So, again, not really sure if it's worth anything or not, but they were really, really cheap. Another thing I failed to mention at this retro store is I found these sleeves. I always pick these sleeves up when I find them. They're becoming harder and harder to come by. You would think with technology today and with the demand for retro gaming that some off-market company would bring these back and, sell them reasonably priced, but no one showed any interest in it. So when I see them and they're cheap enough, I pick them up. Another thing I picked up actually at a thrift store for right around about $5 was a Wii U Fitboard. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's pretty big. It seems to work. Everything's good. I don't have a copy of the software, but I can pick those up really easy around town. I usually see those like at Goodwill and stuff. So eventually, I'll pick up a software title for this, and it'll be complete. And then, hey, I mean, who doesn't need to lose weight, right? Well, I'm sure a lot of people don't. But anyway, and another thing I picked up at the thrift store, which is unvideo game related, but I picked up this HP PhotoSmart A618. This is actually a compact portable printer. You can actually purchase a rechargeable battery that fits on the bottom of this, so you don't even need to plug it in. But the great thing about this printer is it does up to 5x7s. It has a preview window and everything on it, so it's really nice. It still works on almost all cameras today. You can plug direct USB into it, compact flash, SD. Of course, you can do micro SD if you have an SD adapter. But the other thing, too, is you can actually plug your camera directly into it. And that's not like the Kodak EasyShare, where you sit on top, but it's pretty much just as easy. You just plug the camera in. You have the USB cord that comes with your camera. You plug it into it. It's almost like downloading it to a PC. It does have wireless Bluetooth in it. So this is actually discoverable from your Android phone. So you can actually print pictures from your Android. And I was actually looking at a desktop computer or a desktop printer, a larger size printer, for that exact reason. And I ran across this, and it is new factory sealed. It has not had the seal broke. This was actually $22, but it was half price day. So I actually got this for $11, and well, it was $22.92, so $11.46. It comes with starter cartridges as well as the printer paper and all that. And I actually had one of these from a while back. It didn't have the preview window on it, but it did. It uses the same cartridge and everything. So I actually have some cartridges for this, as well as probably 200-300 sheets of the 5x7 paper that you use. So this was an extremely good find for me, simply for the fact that, like I said again, we love to print pictures and stuff, and it's just not really cost effective. But with this printer here, already had the ink, already had the stuff, and the refill cartridges, it uses a 110 cartridge, which is an older HP cartridge. I actually find those pretty often at thrift stores and like Goodwill and stuff for like $1.50. Just like my older printer that I used to ship out for my eBay stuff, as well as print out, my list of games and stuff that I'm looking for. It uses the old HP 45As and 23Ds, which one of the older best cartridges that HP had. I sold a lot of HP printers. I used to work at Staples, so I sold a lot of printers. And the 45As had I believe it was 41, 42 milliliters of black ink in it, which was a lot of ink back then, and so a cartridge was $29. It lasts you 500-600 pages. Nowadays, the 61s, I think, is the newest one from HP. You get maybe 100 pages out of it. It's only $20, but again, you only get 100 pages. That's why I still use the HP. It's actually a PhotoSmart 1000, where you can plug the chips on the side and print off of it. But that's why I use it, because I actually picked up from a Goodwill quite a few years ago, but I picked up 10 45As all packaged together for $1.91. And a lot of people say, oh, well, the ink dries up. But I'm on about my 6th cartridge out of the past year, and their expiration date was 2009. So we're talking, 6 years old. it still prints fine today. I have no problems whatsoever at it. The only problem I actually have with the printer is the carriage, which is also the printer head, is actually gone bad on the color side. But I still have color cartridges that work great in my other printer. So again, like I said, not a great video game find, but also a great find for me and anybody who loves to print photos. And the fact that it's compact. I mean, you know, you can take it to a party with you or whatever, print them out right then. Of course, there's a lot more technology today, but you're not going to get that kind of technology for $11. Portable printers today are at least 100 plus. So, thanks for watching again, YouTubers. Again, very small pickup today. Be sure to like, subscribe in the comments below. Make sure you check out our page at Game Slayers with me and D. Ramsey. And again, thanks for watching the video, and y'all have a great day.